Everybody, welcome to Coffee Chat. Here, Lori, I'll fix you. Here we go. Hello. Welcome in. Hey, so if you're watching over on Facebook or YouTube, we are live today and we're talking about Niknax.net. That is www.niknax.net. My name is Jocelyn. I'm the crazy landlady and I own Niknax.net. It is an e-commerce marketplace. We have live selling, we have multi-day auctions, and we have buy it now listings. We have over 57,000 members, over 5,700 sellers, and it's just an awesome place to be. So you guys can come over, check it out, hang out, have a good time. We pride ourselves on being a positive community and a good, nice place to be. So sounds like something Laura would say. A good, nice place. I think I need more. I only drank a little coffee this morning, so I brought it with me. Good vibes. We've got the good vibes over here on Niknax. All right, let me get us over to YouTube. We're going to switch over to subscribers only. So if you want to come on over here and hang out with us on Niknax, we would love to have you. That'll give some folks time to come on in and join us. I gotta remember how to do this. I feel like every Tuesday I have to remember how to do this. Give me a second. Let's see. I hate drinking out of these to-go containers. It's the worst. So we're just gonna take the lid off. Okay. All right. And how is everybody this morning? Are you guys having a good morning? Are we whispering? I didn't notice. Maybe I need to speak louder. Sorry. I'll try to talk louder. Yes, I believe I am casting to Facebook. I'll double check in a minute. I should be casting. Sometimes it takes a second to catch up, but I will double check. Let's see. All right, I think we should be all set now. All right, we're good. All right, let me check over on Facebook. Let's see if we made it to Facebook or not. Is anyone over there on Facebook? Can everybody see? Can you see us on Facebook? We're there. Yes, we made it. We made it. Nobody's saying hi. That's the problem. Hello. All right. Let me get us to our notes. Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. You either love them or you hate them. Hey, now I see Facebook. Hello, everybody. I feel like I didn't fully wash the soap out of my cup when I cleaned it this morning because it still has like a little bit of soapy flavor. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not what I was expecting when I took a sip just now. Let me get us to our notes. Definitely awake now. All right, let's see. Either that or I brewed the coffee too strong this morning. Soapy coffee. All right, you guys ready? Oh, fantastic. That sounds like a lot of fun. A Niknax live sales studio. That's like hardcore. That's fancy. All right, so let's dive right in, shall we? We currently have 57,347 members. We're kind of like just steady with growth at the moment. We have 5,657 new sellers. I did approve sellers this morning. So we do have some new sellers. A lot of the sellers actually were applying from Whatnot. I noticed we have like a huge influx of Whatnot applications. I feel like every time they make a change or something, we just get this whoosh. So welcome, new sellers. It's great to have you here. If you are a new seller and you'd like to go live, you can find the live onboarding under the community tab on our website. Chris, I did see your question, and I believe I did respond to your email several times about your glitches with applying. You have two accounts, and one is an approved seller and one is not. So you need to reach out to support@district.net. I think that was the response that I did give to that email that I received from you a few weeks ago. All right. Yeah. So if you would like to go live, you have to go to the community tab. I'll just turn you guys around to give you. Here we go. So here is community. You'll click on that, and then down here, get started. Where did it go? Didn't we used to have like go live? Welcome to Niknax. Am I missing it, guys? I know. Maybe I need to drink more soapy coffee. Welcome to Niknax. Guidelines. Get started. Oh, all. That's not it. I'm like, here's how you do it. Sellers? Oh, sellers? No. Click all. Oh, click all. Oh, just click here. Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, we need to fix that. That shouldn't be that hard. Welcome to Niknax calendar of events. Get started. We used to have live sale onboarding here. Live sale previews. I don't see a link to the calendar anymore. That disappeared. Did anyone else notice that? Am I crazy right now? Oh, I'm not logged in. Guys, I'm not logged in. I'm going to be like, Jocelyn, log in. Where's Christina? Why aren't Christina and Pete texting me like, Jocelyn, log in. Jocelyn, you're not logged in. You know, that's usually when they're like, hey. Let me drink some more soapy coffee. Okay. You know what? It just magically appeared after I logged in. Okay, let's start over here. Okay, if you are new, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Jocelyn. I own Niknax. It may not seem that way, but if you were just approved to be a seller and you are logged in to Niknax and you would like to go live, you can go under the community tab, and under the community tab, you will find live onboarding. Let me show you real quick. Here we go. So let's go back to Niknax. Let's do this one more time. All right, so you have to be logged in. You'll see your little thing up here. It's it's right there. You got to see that. And then you'll go here. You'll go to community, get started. I guess it still doesn't show up in this menu, which we should have it showing up in that menu. I feel like that's important. But if you click on community, take two, and you go here, you'll see live sale onboarding. It has that little lock because it's only visible, if you've been an approved seller. So you click on live sale onboarding, and then here you will see Sienna's calendar. You can click on that and you can schedule your live sale onboarding. So it is easy once you're logged in. You just have to realize that you're not logged in, which takes longer than it should sometimes. So that's that. So if you, like I said, if you're new and you'd like to do that, now you know how. They're really thin compared to before. Yeah, I think, I've never been I've even thought of just wiping out the chat channels. And I know that's like, no, don't do it. So I think I need to reevaluate them again. Every so often I go through this stage of like, I need to reevaluate the chat channels. I think we're at that stage again. We need to re-look at them and figure them out. And I think that the live sale onboarding needs to be more obvious for our members who are, approved sellers, to figure that out. So anyway, we have 119,000 listings. We're still hovering around that. It's crazy, we had new sellers and we're still hovering around 119,000. Happy Agricultural Appreciation Day. I love this day. My family, obviously, I talk about my dad, growing up on a dairy farm in central New York. And so my family came, my dad came from a family of farmers. And I remember as a kid going to visit my grandparents' farm, my uncle's farm. And I love central New York. I love it. So I can appreciate this day. I remember feeding baby cows as a kid. And it was a little scary at first, but it was great. And just playing in the stream behind the farm and all the things. I love it. So Agricultural Day is a reminder to thank the people who grow our food and to remember that without agriculture, modern life would not exist, which is very, very true. So remember that when you're next time you're at the supermarket and you're like, oh my gosh, this is where food comes from. It's not actually. I feel like I need to remind my kids of that sometimes. Like, this isn't actually where the food comes from, children. So, supporting local farmers is a great way to celebrate year round. One of a great way to support your local farmers is absolutely to find like local farm stands. We have a lot of those here in our area because we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But that's a great way. They always have fresh fruit where I'm from because we're kind of like Adams County, Pennsylvania. We're known for apples. But anyway, time to search for farm on Niknax. Are you guys ready? Let's see what we can find. I'm not sure what's going on. Tiana is texting me. Okay, let me look. Oh, shoot. Okay, 1 second. We're going to search for farm. So first of all, I guess we didn't have this done the last time we had coffee chat, but we did get a makeover on the site, and I should probably show you guys that. This was the new makeover on Niknax. We did away with our large banner here. The thought process behind that is a lot of our visitors to the site are returning visitors, and so having that big huge banner at the top and forcing people to scroll down to see who's live and what listings we have. Oh, by the way, look, is that a bee box ending in 54 minutes with one bid? You guys better get on that, right under auctions. Y'all are crazy. Bee box sighting in the auctions. Lynn's like, shh. This is why we put auctions right here, guys, so you guys look. We've got a hen on a nest. Come on, you guys are sleeping. Anyway, so we got rid of the giant banner to try to make sure that everything was pushed up a little bit, but we now have the categories here at the top. Everything's a little bit more streamlined. We still have Niknax branding in the top corner, and yeah, so it's a little bit more streamlined. We still have little banners all throughout. We've got trending, we've got fairy lights and hens on nests. We have our seller spotlight here. This week's seller spotlight was Fayetteville Piccadilly Circus. You guys can scroll through the listings, which is really nice, both on mobile and on the web. So make sure you guys... I'm not sure what that means. Does it, Michelle? Anyway, let's search for farm and see what comes up. There we go. So here are our farm listings. I love that we've got this killer whale. I mean, I see those on the farm all the time when I'm driving by, on those backcountry roads, and I'm like, oh my gosh, kids, look, it's a killer whale, and they're like, oh man, that's amazing, all the time. I know every stock pond needs a killer whale. Screw that, just ask SeaWorld. All right, let's see, what else do we have? We've got the whole farm set here from 1986. Pretty sure my grandparents had that, which makes sense. They had a real farm and they had a fake farm. Oh shoot, there's some cows. Lots of farm stuff. Look, you can have a whole stack of animals on this postcard. Oh, it's a picture. When no one's looking, this is what the animals do. That's why they have surveillance cameras on the farms now, so they can catch stuff like that. All right. There's a lot of really cute stuff. So make sure you do a search for farm. Check it out. See what you can find there on Niknax. All right, let's leave questions to the end because you guys know that I get distracted easily. Obviously, I'm over here looking at killer whale farm postcards. First up, big news. I am now at liberty to announce that we will have bookmarks coming this week. So make sure that your phone is updated so that when they do come out, you will have them. Otherwise, you'll be like, why do they have them and I don't? Probably because you haven't updated. I cannot say yes or no to Android. My educated guess will be probably not. But I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised. but I do not know. I'm not sure. For shows or products? For shows, I believe. For shows. Yeah, so for a show. I feel, yeah. I'm not sure on that though, Kathy. I'm not sure. I feel like it's probably going to be a Apple update. But yeah, so make sure your phone is updated. There is an update that went out last night. Oh, you used it for this show. Oh, it's already out. Oh, okay, cool. So I guess it's already out. You guys were bookmarking my coffee chat. Make sure you bookmark my show for later today then. I have one at 4 p.m. I'm going to be selling a rooster. Speaking of the farm. All right, so let's see. Video receipts. We've been getting a lot of questions lately about video receipts. People being like, hey, I can't remember what I bought, especially in shows where, you don't have stuff preloaded and you're just, selling stuff. The way you can do that is you can go into your order, and then at the top, if you click on, there's like a little blue link. You click on that and it takes you to the exact moment in the sale where that item was sold. And that is your video receipt. So if you are a buyer and you're confused as to what you may have purchased, or you want to review it, maybe, you've received it and you're like, this isn't what I ordered, you can go back and look for yourself. You can't access it from the app. Okay, you can only access it from the computer. And it does not work if payment failed and paid for later. Interesting. Writing that down. My pen is missing. I have to find a pen. Okay. Hey, my phone is still blurry, isn't it? I thought I wiped it off. I just realized when I hit the light that it is still a little blurry. No, we do not have cross-listing. Sorry. Not yet. It's something we've talked about a lot. We do not have cross-listing. Okay, let's see. What did we say? So if they pay later, there is no video receipt. Okay, got it. Okay. And then, but anyway, yes, you do have video receipts. You can access them, and that's how you get your receipt if you need it. But I guess people have been having issues finding them. I would show you, but I would have to go into somebody's order and it would show all their information. So I can't show you. I could just tell you that there is a video receipt. Let me see if I can pull one up, and I'll explain exactly how I do it, but I can't show you. Okay, let's see. Orders. Let's see. Maybe I don't know how to do it. Can I do it from my end? Under the order number, click the link. I think I have to do it from my app. I think that's how I've done it before. I don't think I can do it from here. Yeah, I have to do it from my app. Only on website? All right, let me see if I can do it on one of my orders that I've purchased, because I'm looking at orders that people have purchased from me. I don't even know how to get to my orders. How do you even get to your orders? You can't access from the app. Oh, Christina. Hey. There she is. Fulfillment. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. I was under orders. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm clicking on buy it now listings. I'm gonna take another sip here. Okay. Hmm. That's what I did wrong. I was literally looking at buy it now listings and like, why can't I find a timestamp to when this was sold? Let's do this over. I'm gonna go to something that was sold live. Just kidding, guys. It's right, literally right here. I'm just gonna click, and you can do it from your computer because I do it all the time from my computer. At least from a seller perspective, I can do that. I maybe not from a buyer, but I just clicked on it. I pulled it right up. I can see exactly when this item sold. Maybe it doesn't work the other way around. But yeah, I just clicked right on the item and it pulled it right up. So, yeah, that's where I went wrong. Normally every morning I drink a full pot of coffee, and this morning I drank like 1 cup, and then I was like, okay, going about my day. And I think that's probably where I went wrong. Um, you guys are funny. Okay. And then I'm trying to see, how do I get to, let me just go here. I'm just going to see if I can pull up one of my orders and then maybe, orders. Details. Yes. And then I can actually pull up the timestamp also from where, I purchased this beautiful owl. I mean, I don't have to show you guys. But yeah, I could pull up the timestamp where I bought the owl from Dano as well. So that is how you do it. You just go into the order, and there is like a link right underneath the order. Click on that, and it will show you where you purchased it. So yeah, I mean, lucky me, but also it's probably not healthy. Let's be real. Okay, let's see. Oh, she literally has all the instructions right here written down right after she says, how do I access video receipts? She has step-by-step instructions. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to do it. No wonder she voiced in because she's like, she didn't want to be like, Jocelyn, keep reading the instructions. You did tell me. Listen. Okay. Anyway, the video receipts are available for 90 days after purchase. All right. Here's one thing that we've noticed recently, that we have a lot of people who it's this, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm drinking too much soap and my brain is being affected. So we've noticed a lot of people who are in the comments who maybe are who are able to go live, who are not necessarily who are expressing that they've gone through onboarding, they're able to go live, but they're nervous to go live. We want to encourage you guys to go live. I don't know if you guys know my first experience going live, but I was so nervous. So nervous. I didn't want to do it, to be honest. I didn't want to do it, but I was obligated in a way to go live. And I was terrified, and I almost threw up, to be honest. But then I finally did it. I finally went live. And the first one, like, it was scary for the first like 5, maybe 10 minutes, but everybody in the comments were so kind and supportive, cheering me on. And then I was like, oh my gosh, okay, maybe this isn't so bad. And then the next one was so much easier. Like, it just, like, the first one is really scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, it's not that bad. Like, it was scary. For me, it was. Some people, it's just maybe natural. But for me, it was really scary. But yeah, after I did the first one, the next one was definitely a lot easier because I knew what to expect. And the people in the comments were really supportive. And it was just easier and easier. So if you're out there and you're scared to go live, I would definitely encourage you to just give it a shot. Because I mean, okay, here. For instance, she's still alive. Let's see. I'm gonna use her as an example. She might be in here. Maybe she's lurking. Amy, attic on the beach. She is a prime example. She was so nervous, and now look at her. She's absolutely killing it. I remember how nervous. Does everyone remember how nervous she was first time she went live? And she's just doing absolutely amazing. But that's she's a great example. She's a great example. So there you go. Yeah, she's on the road right now. Okay. Um, so yeah, so if you're really nervous, if you're scared about it, I will tell you that Niknax is such a great place to give it a try. There are other live selling platforms, there are other marketplaces, but if you are going to try it anywhere, not even saying this as the owner of Niknax, but like as somebody who has used other platforms, if you're going to try it, this is the place to try it. This is definitely it because the people here are supportive, they're positive, and we don't tolerate negative behaviors. What did Elsie say? Yes, and we do have the newbie train as well. And that is a great opportunity because everyone on the community knows that if you're on the newbie train, it's you're it's your first time. You're just trying to learn the buttons, what to press, all of the things. So, um, yeah, I want to encourage you guys if you're nervous, if you're scared. I don't want to push you, but I want to say like it's a good experience. Like if you want to, but you're not quite there, and you feel like you're just holding back, like just go for it. Just do it. You'll feel really good about it. Right. Yeah. See, Christina, I know I always read the first thing and then I don't keep reading, but she says, number one advice, do it in capital letters. See? we we don't necessarily have it. We never did the mentor program. There were so many logistics we couldn't figure it out. And then I was like, this is hard. And then we didn't. But like collectively, yes, we do kind of mentor. We're here to help you in any way that we can. This is our mentoring program. Answering questions and helping you guys, and yeah, that is kind of a part of it. And just the community in general is always very supportive of one another. I think that's really important. Um, yes. And she has a good point here that there will be ups and downs. Absolutely. I mean, you will have moments of frustration, and there will be glitches and moments where it's like, oh gosh, this isn't working. You guys have seen me where I'm like, okay, well, the button's not working. I think we're like the other day where I ended my sale and I was like, okay, I think and Peter was texting me. He's like, it's back up and running. Come on, let's get back on. And I was like, well, actually, I was just gonna call it a day. I gotta go to Kohl's and get some pants. And then he convinced me to get back on. So there will be ups and downs for sure. I gotta scroll down because I've got my Facebook open with my notes, and I've got Dwayne the Rock Johnson replaying over and over and over again with live action Moana, and I just cannot handle it. Okay. Anyway, just can't stop looking at that anymore. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Yes, it does help to to watch to watch other sellers and watch what works for them. Watch sellers who are succeeding and doing a great job. Watch their energy. The energy that's keeping the sale going. There's a can no Android cannot co-host yet. But be watching other sellers, see what's working for them, watch, the sellers that are doing well, you know, in your mind. Watch their energy, watch the tactics that they're using, like, how quick are their auctions? What are they selling? Where are they starting their bids? Um, one thing we haven't talked about in a really long time here on Niknax is I've always said to start your items at the least amount you're happy with. You know, other sites are like, you know, I think a lot of people just starting their items low, and then everyone was competing to start it at the lowest price they possibly could, and it kind of just drove the prices down and down and down and down. But I've always said about Niknax is I want our sellers to be encouraged to start it at the least amount that you would be happy with. I don't want you underselling yourself, and I don't want you walking away like, oh my gosh, I lost money on that. Like, always start your item at the least amount you're happy with. I'd rather you not sell it than sell it and lose money. So, yeah. Please remember that. You know, especially as we continue to grow and have more sellers. That is something that's really always been important to me, and I hope that it's a value that sticks with Niknax. So yeah, so I just felt that was important to talk about, and so did Christina. Next event, we finally put dates on the Paperweight extravaganza. Christina wanted to do it on Ashton's birthday, and I said, sorry, no can do. We've had too many events on the kids' birthdays, and I can't do it. You guys remember we launched on Juliet's birthday. That makes it easy to remember, though. November 26th. I know. So we were talking about possibly doing Paperweights on April 26th, which is Ashton's birthday, but couldn't do it. And so we are doing April 18th and 19th. April 18th and 19th will be Paperweight extravaganza. Now there was some talk about, is that too early? But I've been telling you guys, get your paperweights. You better be collecting your paperweights. I don't think it's too early. I don't think it's too soon, because I've been warning you all along. I've been warning you all along. You guys need to be getting your paperweights together. So 18th and 19th, you know, I'm going to say it now. It's not a 3-day event, but you guys know how we roll. We're probably going to be like, might push it to another day. So we will see. We will see. I mean, you can always take them with you. So yes, 18th, 19th, possibly 20th. How long should it take to get approved to sell? We've had sellers who have waited a year, 2 years. We've had sellers who have waited 2 days, 3 days. It's funny. I wish I had my other computer because I was actually screenshotting applications for you guys this morning to give you examples of what I'm looking at. Just because I was like, if only you knew. It's like, oh. I think we're going, I'm not sure yet. I think we'll probably keep it to 30 minutes. I think we'll probably keep it for 30 minutes. We have 50 plus new seller friends. There you go. Yes, we are getting closer and closer to Antique Fest. It is getting closer and closer. I think we're 44 days out, maybe 43. For a 30 minutes show, so I talk a lot and I'm good at 15. But if you're Sandy, you need like 40 for a 30-minute show. Hello. No, we did not. We did not talk about that. Yeah, be careful to add too many, because if you have too many, oh my goodness, my hair is crazy today. If you have too many pre-bids, it's hard to get through them all. So anyway, real quick about paperweights, and I talk about this every time we talk about paperweights. You guys need to make sure that if you are chosen for the paperweight extravaganza, you put your name in and you were chosen. It is very important that you take your job seriously as being one of the selected paperweight sellers. You need to very carefully examine all of the paperweights that you are selling. If there are any scuffs, if there are any bruises, if there are any cracks, if there are any chips, you need to disclose any damage to the paperweights. We have a lot of collectors that come over whenever we have these big events that are like focused on a certain topic. And we need to make sure that we represent what we are selling to the best of our ability. If you are selling, not every glass paperweight with Millefiore is Murano. And by that I mean not every paperweight with cane is Murano. So if you are unsure, do not call it Murano. Sometimes even if you are sure, if you don't know, you don't know. So I would really suggest utilizing online paperweight Facebook groups. Paperweight Heaven is a great group, but please respect the experts in there. Make sure you are appreciative for the information that they give you if you post your paperweights in the Paperweight Heaven group. But they can be extremely helpful if you are ever unsure of the idea of a paperweight. But basically what I'm saying is if you don't know, don't guess. Don't be like, oh, this is Murano just because it has some cane in it. Our moderators and admins will be helping prior to the event, going through the paperweights. And if we see stuff that is made in China that is marked as Murano, we are going to let you know. And it is expected that you are respectful of moderators and admins because they are knowledgeable and they do know what they are looking at. So they're going to be checking lots of the listings before our event. So please be mindful of that. But we just want to make sure if we're attracting in collectors who are willing to spend decent money on the items that we are selling, it's very important that we are representing them correctly. All right. Yeah, please don't take offense if we message you. We just it's very important to us, to me as the owner of Niknax, and to a vast majority of our sellers, that our integrity remains good. We take pride in our integrity here on Niknax, and we want to make sure that our items are correctly represented. All right. So that's what there is to say about paperweights. Let's talk about max bids also, because we do have a lot of new members. We have the ability to do max bids. I had a box all over. Max bids. So we have a lot of buyers who are just going back and forth. And sometimes it makes the auctions drag out. And it's exciting. It is exciting. But I want to remind you guys that you can do max bids. Like if you want to just like drop the mic and you want to be like $100 and just like drop the mic, you can max bid. That is an option. But I will say this, be really careful with your max bids because we've had people accidentally put in an extra zero. And that always, that is really exciting when you accidentally put in an extra zero, because then it's like, whoa, wait a second. I accidentally put in $1,000. So if you do utilize the max bid feature, just be extra careful. But we do have the ability to max bid. So I wanted to remind everybody of that. We have shout outs and reminders. Christina created a pop-up challenge over the past few days. Basically, she challenged everybody to pop up a sale. Those that took her up on the challenge included L.E., Mel's Collectibles, and Maximalist Manor, who went live, which was very exciting. So thank you all for taking her up on that challenge. And I think that was really fun. And the reward was being shouted out here in coffee chats. Make sure you give those sellers a follow. Again, it's L.E., Mel's Collectibles, and Maximalist Manor. I think that's awesome. Let's see. Carlisle Antique Fest. So Carlisle Antique Fest is May 8th through the 10th. And I can answer a few questions about that. If you would like to be a vendor at Carlisle Antique Fest, you can apply through Eventany. So I was trying to read what Christina wrote before I continued talking to make sure that I had everything. Yeah, so Carlisle Antique Fest, May 8th through the 10th, happening at the Carlisle Fairgrounds. I did want to mention I'm kind of like I'm getting questions from 4 different places on Eventany, through email, through Facebook, Carlisle Antique Fest, and through Niknax Messenger. So I'm getting questions from a lot of different places. So I do apologize if you have asked me a question about Carlisle Antique Fest and I have not responded to that particular question. It's just there's a lot coming to me from all different places. Your best bet for getting a response is sending me a message through Eventany, or to the Carlisle Antique Fest email. And that's only related to Carlisle Antique Fest. If it's related to Niknax, I'm probably not going to respond to you. Anything related to Carlisle Antique Fest needs to go to the Carlisle Antique Fest email, or through Eventany. That way I can kind of, so if you send a message about that anywhere else and I haven't seen it, send it there, because that kind of keeps it in one place. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I sent out an email update the other day for that. If you are a vendor, we now have table and chair rentals on Eventany, so you can rent those off of there. We also have we have ticket sales available through Eventany, so you can buy tickets there. And then we also, I did receive word from the Carlisle Fairgrounds that if you are a vendor, this is important, if you are a vendor at Carlisle Antique Fest, you need to register for a Pennsylvania state tax license. It is free to do so, but you have to be registered for the sales tax license. And that is available through MyPath. The information that the fairgrounds gave me was old information, and I sent it out without verifying it. So I'm waiting to hear from my accountant with additional information that is more current. But the information of having a license is still valid. So I'll have updates on links. Yeah, but apparently for any event in the state of Pennsylvania, for selling anywhere, you do need to have that PA sales tax license. It's just the state of Pennsylvania. But it is free. It is free. I don't know the answer to that. What if we have our own LLC? In Pennsylvania, if you have a Pennsylvania LLC, you probably have a PA sales tax license. But if you are out of state, even if you are out of state coming into Pennsylvania to sell goods or services, you need to have a PA sales tax license to do business within Pennsylvania. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's free. It's free to apply and get it. But it's required. I am going to send out the new link. I have an email into my accountant for updated information. I felt like he could give me more information than the fairgrounds. And I wanted to make sure that I had all the information before I sent out an update, because I didn't want to be like, oh, wait, sorry, that link was bad. And then, that's not really a great email. So I wanted to gather all the information before I sent out an update, just to make sure I had everything that you guys would need. And so I'm just kind of waiting to hear back from him. So I will send out an updated email on that. But I will have that for everybody. But the good news is it's free. The good news is it's free. Where can I find your updates? Updates on Carlisle Antique Fest. I send those out via email to the registered sellers. So if they are a registered seller, they receive email updates. So I just send them out via email to sellers. I think it's on MyPath, actually. MyPath is the new, so Pennsylvania switched over to this software called MyPath. I think that's where it is, but I just wanted to confirm that before I sent out an email. But yeah, I think the form that you need to fill out is on MyPath. I'm pretty certain it is, but I just want to make sure that like I said, I had all the facts. So yeah, any questions? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Um, I've thought about it. I've thought about it. I think my goal in life right now is to consolidate. It's kind of a crazy thing. We kind of like built up. And now I'm just kind of like trying to consolidate back down. I think because my kids are getting older, I'm realizing, like I built this huge business and now my kids are getting older and I'm realizing they're getting older and I just kind of want to spend more time with them. So I'm like, okay, how do I get it smaller now? Oh, shoot. But I have a hard time with not working. So, as you guys know. um, top rate is what would be let's see notification. Ooh, that's a good question. Let me add that up. Notifications. Top right. I can add that back in. How many vendors are in building T? A lot of vendors are in building T. And I keep getting inquiries to move into building T. I think I currently have 3 inquiries asking to move into building T from out on the field. Mud and worms are a lot more fun. So are snuggles. All right. So if you guys have any questions about Carlisle Antique Fest, you can email the Carlisle Antique Fest email, info@carlisleantiquefest.com. Like I said, if you send me any emails to that email unrelated to Carlisle Antique Fest, I'm probably not going to respond. I'm trying to keep that strictly Carlisle Antique Fest. Or you can send it through Eventme. How many? Will any of the vendors there offer? Yeah, the Carla. I don't know. I think it would be great if some of our vendors went live, and did live sales, but that's completely up to them. You do not have to purchase tickets before. You do not have to. They're available on the website. You can. We will have the ability to scan tickets at the gate, but you can also purchase them at the gate. It's totally up to you. We do have a parking plan. So I am hiring the staff of the fairgrounds. So I'm hiring fairground staff for parking. So they know the drill. They collect the tickets. They collect they collect the ticket money, and then they show you where to park. And so even they are a well-oiled machine. I am letting them do all of that. There's no cost for parking. Friday is going to be early bird shopping, which has caused a lot of contention. But Friday is early bird shopping, and it's $25. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can come in and you can shop all day Friday for $25 per person. And then Saturday and Sunday are general admission for $10 per person. And any ticket, if you buy a $25 ticket on Friday, it's good for the whole weekend. You buy a $10 ticket on Saturday, it's good for Sunday. You're good. The parking is free. And the fairgrounds was kind of surprised by that. They were like, "You don't charge?" I'm like, "I don't know." So I don't know. That might change next year. We'll see. There was a lot of people surprised that they had to pay to get into the event. And I'm like, you must go to a lot of flea markets. It's not too late to apply. We're still accepting, but I will accept vendors at the gate on Thursday morning. If you show up and you want to pay for a spot, I will accept you. Yeah, it's not too late to apply. You can find all the information on the website, carlisleantiquefest.com. We have all the vendor information. Currently, any booth spaces are anywhere from $120 to $400. So it just depends on where you want to be, whether you want to be out in the field or you want to be in one of the buildings. It just depends on where you want to be. Yes, we do have handicap parking. Yes. We have vendor parking. We have regular parking. We have handicap parking. We have all the things. At the moment, we're not really adding any new categories because people don't normally search by categories. I just tell everybody to use your keywords. Just use your keywords. That's the best advice I can give. Yeah, nobody really uses. We've even talked about just wiping out all the categories. What is next week? I think we'll have coffee chat next week, and then we might take a break for a minute. That's one thing I can't see that has always driven me mad, that I cannot see buy it now sales versus live sales. And I brought that up in the past, and it's invisible to me. I don't know those stats. But I would love to know those stats because then I could brainstorm on how to balance them. But I don't know those stats. It's invisible to me, unfortunately. Oh God, let the cane. Yeah, yeah. I will tell you. I believe that live. No, I say that. I believe that the live selling sales are more than buy it now. Pretty soon. But I would love to see buy it now sales skyrocket because we have a lot of buy it now. We have over 119,000 listings on there, and there's so many great stuff, so many great stuff, so many great things to browse and check out. That B box right there is up to 105. No bids on the hen on nest though. um, Yeah, and it's crazy. I mean, I post a lot on Crazy Lamp Lady. You guys know this. I post a lot on my Crazy Lamp Lady, and I have so many viewers who comment, so many people who comment on my posts that they don't like live sales. They don't want to sit through a live sale. They just want to buy it now listings. So there's a majority of people. I feel like a majority of people don't like live sales. How do we get those people over here shopping on Niknax? Like, there are people who love live sales, who that's their favorite. They love the interaction. They love hanging out. They love that. But yes, there's a lot of people who they love that. Just want to shop for something. I want to buy it. I want to be done with it. They don't really care for live sales, and that's totally cool. But we want to attract those people here to Niknax and let them know, like, we've got over 119,000 listings for you to browse and check out. And you don't have to sit and wait for the next item to come up. You can just find what you want and buy it and be done with it. Are multi-day auctions getting more action? I don't know. I will have to, like I said, I can't see the difference between, and it's very frustrating. I would love to be able to see the difference between the format in the stats. Thank you for your purchase and to buy it now. I appreciate that. I don't think that you can put buy it now in the same item as an auction. Um, all right. Well, let me finish out our notes real quick and then we can circle back to questions. I do have a few events to announce. Let's see. We do have Fast Friday Freight coming up this Friday, and that is all celestial themed. So, and I did announce that a little bit on my Facebook. Oh my God, my phone is blowing up. So celestial theme, we have moon and stars, space. That's whatever you think of when you think celestial. So that is going to be happening on Friday, and we have 15-minute time slots on that. Galaxy, yeah, that's sort of nebulas, all the things, yeah, comets. So March 27th. Hopefully you guys can join us. No, my other meeting's not till 12:30. I still have a half hour. And then like Paperweight extravaganza. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can join us for the Paperweight Exchange. I'm excited. Clouds. I know when I said clouds, Christina's like, what do you think of when you think celestial? And I was like, moon, stars, sun, clouds. She's like, don't you say clouds. I'm like, clouds, Christina, the clouds in the sky. She wanted to fight me on that one. I'm like, no, Christina, the clouds. We had a debate. So yeah. Yes, Paperweight extra dates are April 18th and 19th. I pulled rank on that one. Oh shoot, it's funny. But anyway, that's what we got coming up. Remember, if you have any technology issues, please reach out to support@district.net. That is your go-to. I cannot help you with anything technology related, payment related. If you lose all your listings, if you log into the wrong account, any of those things, I am not the one you want to reach out to for that. So please reach out to support@district.net. That is where you want to go. And yeah. I think that's it. So if you guys have any more questions, I have a few more minutes for questions. And then I am going to move on. Newbie train this Saturday with spots still available. So we talked about how if you guys are nervous, just give it a shot. Just try it. Oh, my hair's crazy. Just try it and go for it. We do have the newbie train. So there's your opportunity right there. There's still spots available. My show is at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yep, my show is at 4 p.m. Eastern today, and my items are preloaded. So if you guys want to go check them out, if you can't be there, you can throw some pre-bids at it. But I'm looking forward to it. I've got some fun stuff. I have my rooster in there. I know a lot of people are interested in that rooster. It's pretty fun. I don't even know if he's ever. You guys see my rooster? I'll show you. He's really great. Ta-da! I just love him so much. He's delightful. I know, he's so good. It's the only kind of rooster I like. I know, he's so good. Yeah, he doesn't crow, and he also doesn't try to get you. He doesn't attack. He's not an attack rooster. He's just a pretty rooster sitting on the shelf, looking pretty. So, the shipping. I don't have to worry about shipping. I know. I was like, what's wrong with you? Oh, that's funny. I mean, you have to assume that something's wrong. When it's $38, it's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you only $38? It has to be something. Where do I sign up for the newbie train? I'm a noob. I love it. I believe maybe message Elsie, the thrifting teacher. She might be able to help you with the sign up. Did it work when I plugged it in? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. Seller search function for sold listings for comp research. I don't know. I think I've brought it up before and I don't know. It's a lot of data to store. I do know that. I don't know if that's the reasoning for not having it, but I have brought it up in the past. I think it's hard with a live selling type platform because I have had WorthPoint reach out to me about wanting our database. It was a very weird conversation and I was like, I don't even understand what you're asking me. I'm like, oh yeah, here's number 2 table item sold for $150. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Number 3 table item sold for $50. Like, I don't really understand what we're asking for here. Because I've thought of that before. I'm like, okay, but when you're Yeah. I don't get it. I know, I know. I mean, I could understand to buy it now, but, like, when it comes to live, it's like some are preloaded, some are not. And so, when it's not preloaded and it's just a random, like, here's a pull, or here's, like, a Goodwill find. Like, what are you gonna I mean, I feel like that would muddy the database. So I don't know how that would work. I feel bad I kind of ghosted. I'm a ghoster. I ghost. Um Yeah, literally, you'd get on Worth you'd be like looking something up, and then you'd be like, "Wait, is that Jocelyn's shoulder?" Like the OGs would know. They'd be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely Jocelyn's shoulder." I think I was there for that sale. I think. Oh wait, did I buy that? I think I did. I think I bought that shoulder. Yeah, it would be weird. Christina's like, I'm all cheese, and I'm all like, oh, guys, here, I'm just gonna. Yep, that's my shoulder. Yep. I don't know what that's about. Yes, actually, I messaged them about that last week, and they said they're working on building that back in. I don't know when that will be available, but I did ask about that because it was working, and then they took it away, and now it's back on the district site. And I was like, hey, listen, you got that back on the district site. When can we have that back on Niknax? And they're like, oh, well, we haven't built that back in yet. So I'm gonna write that down. I'll bring it back up at my meeting and be like, hey. I mean, I feel like if it can be available on the district site, it should be available here. So basically, it's a hover preview, and I love the hover preview. It's like a weird thing to love, but I like being able to see what's available in a sale without having to go into it. And now I don't know how I got to it before. I think here, hang on. I noticed it the other day when I was on my laptop, and I was like, what's this? Ah, there it is. Okay, let me turn you guys around. So if you're here, if you're on district.net/Niknax and you hover, you can see that they play. But if you go to Niknax and you hover, they don't play. And I don't like that. I want my hover back. Like, why do you guys have them? We don't. I feel like it can't be that hard to just technology's there, right? I like the hover. Yeah. So anyway, any more questions? Is there a way to do a video thumbnail for? Oh, a video preview. I don't think that that's available. That would be awesome feature, but it's not a feature that's available on District. But I would love for that feature to be available. And I don't think that Whatnot has that anymore. For a while, I think that was available over there. I don't believe, yeah, it's not available there anymore. I think there's a reason for that because of SEO, which is still search engine optimization. I think there's a reason that that was removed, and I think it has something to do with SEO. So I don't know why, but I find it interesting. There's always a reason, and even though it seemed really cool and it seemed like it would have helped gain more clicks, yeah, it's a great way to advertise, but they did it for a reason. I would love to know the reason. Yes, we did decide that. We decided that last week. We decided we might reevaluate in the future, but for now, we weren't gonna do it. Any tips for newbie train? Just be your authentic self. Be your authentic self. And I don't think there's a theme for the newbie train, right? So bring what you love, be your authentic self, and you're gonna be nervous, but have fun. Nervous is right, have fun. Yeah. And advice for everyone else who's here, when you see the newbie train running, go in and give some encouragement. That's always really important. Oh. Yes, I am going to go back in the river with Bo. I'm looking forward to it very much when it starts getting more your authentic self in a cocktail party. Yeah. Chat, but don't overshare. That's very good advice from Peter. Yeah, don't overshare. Don't take yourself too seriously. Good advice. Yep. Make sure to read the newbie train guidelines. Also good advice. I'm not even going to read that one out loud because people watching the replay can't see the chat and they're going to be like, it's great to chat, but remember, yes, also good advice. It's great to chat, but remember, people are there to buy stuff. Make sure to continue running your items. That is very important. Because I'm me, I get away, and I don't get away. A lot of people get annoyed with me for chatting too much, but I can sometimes get away with chatting. But not everyone can get away with chatting a lot. So you chat while you run. Chat while you run. Continue to run, but chat and let people get to know you. I think that's important. Don't get distracted. Yeah, don't get distracted. Don't. It's a beautiful dance. From Christina. She says it's a beautiful dance. Yay! I love the dance emojis. Don't wear trifocal glasses. It's hard to read the chat. Multitasking is not my best, so chatting and running is another reason I am terrified to go live. It is, but you get into the flow. You really do get into the flow. And it also helps to have like a moderator or someone in there so that if you miss a question or something, they can be in there to help, oh, hey, so-and-so asked blah, 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 blah. And so they know when you're looking at the screen or when you're there, Peter helps me a lot with that. And so does Christina. They'll know, they understand my cues when I'm and they'll be like, I think when I did my live with George, Peter was very helpful in that he was there reposting the questions in bold because I'm like la 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 la, and he's like, question, I'm like, oh, like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Someone asked about where to list. These are diffusers. Yeah, I'm not sure about diffusers. We don't allow for perfume that has been opened, so it would have to be sealed and unused. I think George is doing great. I actually just talked to him, I think it was last week. And then I texted him this week and I was like, do you think I'm charging too much for my antique show? So actually I heard from him this week and he was like, no. I was like, okay, good. Yes and no. Yes and no. I still have some stuff there. But then also I was like, you know what? Andrew's taking over the lease and I can store my stuff there a little bit longer because he's had his stuff stored there a very long time. So, it is a little, I think for a few more months, he can stand to have a pile of my stuff there. Did I tell? Oh, I mean, George follows on social media. He knows about the pie story. He knows all about it, I'm sure. Yeah, I think that's the best place to have it now. Although now I have somebody who wants to rent the Airbnb for like 6 weeks, and it'll go like through Carlisle Antique Fest. So I'm like, oh shoot, because I have it blocked off for that week so that I can get the stuff out of the basement. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you can, but also I need to be in the basement that week. So now I'm in a pickle. He runs his business out of there. He's been running his business out of there since we moved into here. Why the basement? What do you mean why the basement? Where else would I put it? I don't know what you're asking me, Peter. What items will I be selling at the Antique Fest? What items will I be selling? The stuff that I had at my old shop. All the stuff I had at my old shop. So like old booth stuff that we had on shelves, stuff that we had in boxes. I will be selling lamps. I've got lots of lamps. I have lamps, I have artwork, I have quilts, I have linens, I have all sorts. I will be set up in building tea, yes. Pearl is currently getting Dairy Queen. And she is living her best life. There is a lot of good stuff down there, yeah. Yeah, so anyone who is vending at Carlisle Antique Fest, I'm going to encourage you to bring more than you think that you need, because we currently have 10,000 people interested on Facebook in attending. And when I was at the fairgrounds and I was telling them, I'm like, we have about 150 vendors. And they were like, okay. And they're like, and what do you think the turnout's going to be? And then I told them we had 10,000 people interested on Facebook, and they were like, oh, okay. They're like, well, for usually for like 150 vendors, we expect like 1,000 people maybe. And I was like, oh, okay, well, we have about 10,000 interested. So, like, half of those people show up. So what I'm saying is, if you are vending, bring more than you think that you will need, because when people are buying stuff off the table, you're going to want to have more stuff to pull up and put on the table, which is great. Also, if you're shopping, because if you're shopping and say you buy something and you circle back around, that vendor who was selling stuff off the table is going to have new stuff on the table, and so it's this constant replenish. I always say, oh, it's regenerated. We go to an antique mall and I'm like, well, we gave them long enough to regenerate, and so it's going to be this regeneration of goods. I think that's going to be awesome. But yeah, if you are a vendor, I think the turnout is going to be such that you will want to bring stuff like extra, and you can stash it under your table, of course. If you are renting tables, you can rent tables directly from the Eventany website. Those tables are coming from the fairgrounds, so you can rent from the Eventany website. You will put in your table order. A week prior to the event, I will pass that order along to the fairgrounds. They will deliver the tables to your spot like the night before. They will deliver those tables. I'm going to suggest that if you rent the tables, you bring a table covering, because those tables are they're worn. They're worn. I noticed they just like the table we got had like this giant burn, like somebody used like a kerosene stove on top, so it had like this burn on it. So just if you're worried about aesthetics, just bring like a tablecloth, or like even a plastic table covering. You can get at Dollar General for like $2. But if you're worried about aesthetics, you're gonna want to bring a table covering. They have seen things. Sure. You can get fancy and get a cloth, tablecloth, or you can just, use something plastic and easy to toss when you're done. But yeah, so that is my advice if you are vending there. I think it's going to be a great event for vendors who are willing to take a chance on it, even though it's going to be smaller. I think the turnout as far as visitors is going to be such that it's going to be a great event. 10,000 people, and we still have 43 days to go. With that many people interested on Facebook is kind of a little overwhelming. Do I have any otakiri? I do not, but I can add some. Here, let me see. Otakiri. Search. Sorry, I can't see your comments while I'm doing this. Just give me 1 second. There's some nice otakiri on the marketplace. Oh, I'm surprised we don't have more. Maybe I spelled it wrong. It's okay. Other people spelled it wrong too, if that's in fact what I did. Oh, there we go. I did spell it wrong. Okay, I fixed it. Give me 1 sec. Ooh, there's some cute mugs. I added it to stream, and there we go. All right, now I'm back. Yeah, so on Sunday, this is like officially unofficial because I haven't done like a whole lot. Yeah, I spelled it Otigiri. I know I spelled it wrong. Okay. But anyway, I haven't done a whole lot of promotion for it, but we are allowing vendors to come in on Sunday for $20, roll up, set up, put their stuff out, and they can vend on Sunday. So that is acceptable. We are allowing for that. So and that keeps it fresh. I feel like a lot of the times by Sunday, people are like, oh, it's all picked over. There's nothing new. But if we let new vendors in on Sunday, it keeps it fresh. And, there's new stuff coming in and it's exciting. And so we are letting new vendors come in on Sunday if they like. You can come in. I mean, even people who have shopped all weekend, and they found stuff and maybe they bought too much stuff and now they got to go home. They can come in, they could pay $20, they could stick it on the lawn and they can sell it. Just go over to Dollar General, buy some little yard sale tags and sell it right there, right then. Make some cash. Go shopping again. Why not? So the weather in Pennsylvania in May is always a toss-up. There's no way to say, oh, it's going to be beautiful, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be snowing, it's going to be... I have no idea what the weather is going to be like. I wish I could tell you. It could be 90 degrees. It could be 30 degrees. I have no idea what the weather will be like in May. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, absolutely, of course. Does anyone have any more questions? Oh, did I miss a question? Let me see. An Mother's Day flea market with snacks and coffee sounds like a great day to me. So when do we have to actually pull out Sunday? Oh, so so as a vendor, I have the fairgrounds until midnight. So as a vendor, you can pull out whenever you need. Like if you are done loading up until 10, that's fine. Technically the event is over at 4:00 on Sunday. So I have not, Joe McKay, I've not heard of that before. Yeah, so the times of the event are Friday from 8 to 5, Saturday from 8 to 5, and Sunday from 8 to 4. Those are the times of the event. Yeah. I mean, I mean, it's probably better to get out of there a little sooner than that, but um, I mean, it just kind of depends on traffic flow. I feel see here's the way I'm looking at it. In our contract, in our terms of service, when you sign up for the event, it is expected that you are set up all 3 days. And the reason I have it that way is because, we have people traveling from across the country. We have people traveling from outside the country to come to this event. People are expecting to come to a show, to shop, and for if the only day they can come is on Sunday, and people are like, oh well, I can't be there on Sunday. I need everybody set up all 3 days, because I don't want somebody driving or flying 2,000 miles and they show up and vendors have left. I need everybody to commit to being there the whole time. So it's unfortunate that we had Mother's Day weekend available to us. Like, I wish it was another weekend, but it's the only weekend I had available, and I wanted to make this event happen, and so we're making the best of it. And I've had a lot of vendors who are like, "Oh, but Sunday's Mother's Day, and I gotta leave because I gotta go, be with my mom." And it's like, well, you can leave and have dinner with mom, but we have a lot of people who might want to bring their mom and enjoy a day of shopping, and we don't want to let them down if they're going to be there with their moms. This is their Mother's Day too, and we want them to have a great time. It's a perfect day to bring mom, absolutely. And we want them to have a great time, a great Mother's Day. And so just think of it that way. Think of it like, these folks could be bringing their mom to have an amazing Mother's Day. And if our vendors are packing up or they're gone, they're not going to have the Mother's Day we want them to. And we don't want them to be disappointed. So, yeah, we have food trucks. We have the food vendors there. Desperate Times Brewery is going to be set up there, so there's going to be beer. It's going to be great. Yes, yeah. You're having your kids bring you for Mother's Day. Awesome. Yes. I wish. Oh my god, I wish that do you think I could convince them to come from Brimfield? Like, hey guys, you want to drive down from Brimfield? Any live music? Oh, I wish. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I know. I kind of wish that we could get some live music. That would be really cool. You're bringing your kid for Mother's Day. I might be bringing my kids. I might put my kids in charge of my table. I might be like, hey, Ashton, Juliet, you're in charge. Oh, I'm sure I could probably find somebody for music if I needed to. I know, that's my thought. I'm like, if we do have music, it's gonna be hard to make YouTube videos. I love that. Yeah, I was thinking of trying to find like carnations or something to hand out to moms, but I don't know where to go to do that. To find like carnations and have them at the Niknax booth, like have a bunch of carnations to like give out to moms. I think that would be cool. But I'm like, where do I find a whole bunch of carnations? Call a florist. Okay, maybe that's not really. But then how many? How many do I get? Be like, first 500 moms to the Niknax booth. 1,000. That's what I do. I'm like, Juliet, I'm gonna put you to work. That's what we gotta do. We gotta get Juliet making toilet paper carnations. That's too funny. Okay, all right. I like that idea. I'm gonna write that down. Oh shoot, I have my meeting. I gotta go, guys. It is 12:30. Having too much fun. All right, it's my meeting time. I'm gonna jump right on my call. You guys have a wonderful day. I will be live at 4 p.m. Eastern. I had so much fun, I lost track of time. I will be live at 4 p.m. Eastern for my sale. If you guys have any more questions about Carlisle Antique Fest, feel free to email me, send me a message through Bethany. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hanging out with all of you guys. But yeah, maybe I'll see you guys at 4. So long, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye. All right, I'm going to end it and send you guys on a